Hey there, Pisces. Welcome to your reading for the week of August 26th. And there we go. Apparently that camera wasn't on. You start off with this entanglement card. It says, if you are realizing that you are in an entanglement, it may be time to move on and take a break. You have the sun card. It says the sun is coming to shine a light on what's been kept hidden to reveal the truth. Some of you could be getting the truth about like some sort of entanglement. If you have been involved in an entanglement. Yeah, because it kind of looks like you've been single for a while, some of you, or you've been kind of like focusing on yourself. The other thing that I would say is that this could just say that you've like kind of like healed and moved on from one, and now you're getting into something that's more real. And we also have the King and Queen of Pentacles here. So the King and Queen of Pentacles are great divine counterparts, and they both kind of like want to put the work in. They want to make things happen. So you could be attracting like a new person here as well. But let's get into the reading and see. You start off with the Nine of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, and the King of Pentacles. Yeah, a lot of kind of like independent energy showing up in your first row, even though you have the Two of Cups, doesn't matter. The King of Pentacles is also like pretty independent. He can do things on his own. He can accomplish what he needs to accomplish, on his own. He has these grapes on his cloak. And you also have grapes on the Nine of Pentacles as well. And grapes in the tarot kind of represent a skill that you have that is very difficult to do. The grapes in the tarot are meant to represent something that's very difficult to grow. And even in real life, not tarot, grapes are difficult to grow well. So you clearly have some sort of skill that could be leading to a lot of success in your life. I wanted to start with the King of Pentacles because I feel like you are kind of coming into this reading in the King of Pentacles energy, like you are focused on building wealth. Maybe you're focused on building your finances this week. It kind of feels like a kickoff week for you here, Pisces, to me, in this reading, where it's like something is kicking off here, or it's not like something is like fully taking off, but I kind of feel this is the first kick of something that you are getting started on, or that you're kind of getting ready to launch. And I feel the King of Pentacles says you have like more than enough skill necessary to be able to do it. Same thing with the Nine of Pentacles as well. And I feel like the Nine of Pentacles is really saying that you've done a lot of work on yourself. Again, she is very independent. She's a card of gratitude and luxuries as well. So you could be getting your life to a point where you have more things to be grateful for, or more luxuries. I would like keep feeding this energy. I read something the other day, and I'm not going to remember where I read it, but it was saying something. It's like someone was saying something about attracting a person into your life, like attracting someone who has high self-esteem. And but you also need to have high self-esteem, right, to attract a person like that. And I don't know, it's like popping into my head with this Nine of Pentacles that it would be a really good time for you to do things that kind of lift you up, that give you more self-esteem, that, make you feel more motivated and confident, or, whatever feelings you need. I feel like this Nine of Pentacles is kind of saying, like, you've learned how to do that, and you need to keep doing whatever it is and keep building your self-esteem, especially for those of you who want love. You have the Two of Cups here, so there could be a perfect match coming in for you. I kind of feel like this is a new person that's entering into your life. Some of you maybe, again, have gotten out of an entanglement, and, I kind of feel with all this, like, self-esteem stuff coming up here, which, Pisces is, like, notorious for having low self-esteem, so do things to make yourself feel better about yourself, right? But what I would say is like you have the entanglement card and the sun, and usually like the sun in the tarot, even though that's not a tarot card, doesn't matter. The sun in the tarot kind of shines a light on things that we need to pay attention to. So it's like if you were in an entanglement, or with a person who wasn't giving you like 100% or whatever, then maybe it was to like teach you a lesson, or to show you how to, like what you bring to a connection, and that you shouldn't be settling for second best. So I kind of feel like this Two of Cups is someone who meets you at the same level, let's put it that way. And let's see where it's going. Again, I really like the King, Queen of Pentacles. Even better than that is the fact that you go to the King of Wands. I don't really, they're good. King, Queen of Pentacles is good, but they can, without a little bit of like fire in there, they can be a little bit boring. So, again, it's good to see that King of Wands in the reading as well. But let's see. With the Nine of Pentacles, you have the Six Wands. Again, I think you're being recognized for your skill. We talked about the grapes on the King of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. So you could be receiving recognition for something this week. Or again, whenever this happens, I tell people like try to get recognition this week. If you are working on a project, it's like brag about it, talk about it. If you are on YouTube, put out another YouTube video or do something, because the energy clearly exists for you to receive recognition, but it's not going to magically happen. You have to put something out into the world. With the Two of Cups, there you go. You have the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles really is the best love card in the tarot. Even though it is a pentacle card, doesn't really matter. Ten of Pentacles is everything you want and desire in a connection. It's better than Ten of Cups even. So this could definitely be a very solid love week for you. The Ten of Pentacles is also amazing for money, and I do feel that September, even though we're technically not in September yet, doesn't matter. I think September is going to be probably a much better, much more positive financial month for you. I would, make sure that you are putting some of that money to the side and just holding on to it. But the Ten of Pentacles is very good for finances. With the King of Pentacles, you have the Justice card, much more fair and balanced person. I think that's probably something that will surprise you about a person if you're meeting a person this week, or even if you're meeting a person in the month of September. Again, these are weekly readings, but things happen when they're supposed to happen. So I always tell people like don't think if someone doesn't come in this week, it's not going to happen. But I think it's a very fair and balanced person. That's probably the thing that you will notice the most. So love it. Next, in the area of what's coming in for you, you have this Request card and the Awaken card. What do you want, Pisces, is what I would say. I think you need to kind of make a request to the universe in a lot of ways. I feel like that Awaken card is, again, connected to the King of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. I think you are kind of awakening to what your capabilities are and what you can do. I also am hearing that you are seeing what makes you special, Pisces, or kind of what skills you have. I think sometimes if you're I think a lot of Pisces especially are born with a skill. But if you're born with something, then you don't think it's special, right? Because you're born with it. It didn't take any effort for you to, develop the skill or whatever it is. So I kind of feel that this is saying that some of you could be discovering, that skill that you were born with, and that's what you could be awakening to. I also feel if you have requested something, that you are kind of getting what you have requested from the universe. You have the Seven of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords. I think it would be a really good week for you to just focus on yourself. The Seven of Wands is about drawing a line in the sand, putting up boundaries, but I think it would be a good time to focus on your own requests, your own things that you want. Seven of Wands is about putting up those boundaries, not giving too much energy to other people, and that's the only feeling that I really get on that Seven of Wands. You have the Queen of Pentacles. I kind of feel that you are discovering resources. The Queen of Pentacles is the card of resourcefulness. She is resourceful. She is good at using her resources, which I'm a big fan of. This year especially, I think we have a lot going on with money, and I keep telling people is there going to be some sort of big collapse or something? Who the hell knows? But I wouldn't even try to predict it if there was. I do think that there is a major change in money coming in. I've been talking about this since 2016. That I've been saying since then that at the end of 2025 into 2026, Neptune goes from Pisces to Aries, and I think that's when we're really going to see any significant monetary changes happening. And, of course, they're happening all along, but anything big, really big, probably will happen around that time. So in the meantime, I just wouldn't be spending money like crazy. And I also wouldn't be a paranoid prepper about this either. I would just, keep an eye on your finances. I would maybe just have a, couple $100 on hand, stuff like that. But overall, I feel that you are very good at this time financially, or you will be. And I also feel you are gathering your resources. You have the Queen of Swords here, and I want to show you the Queen of Swords on the table. The Queen of Swords is kind of open to the Fool here, and also the Justice card. The Queen of Swords has clouds only halfway up her body, and it kind of says that she has gained clarity for the first time. And I feel like you are gaining clarity, even though the Fool doesn't necessarily represent an opportunity. I feel that's where you are gaining an opportunity. I feel there's a new opportunity coming in for you that's going to be a leap of faith that you're going to have to take, and I would take it, whatever it is. For a lot of you, I feel that this is an idea, because we go over to the Justice card, and for whatever reason, I feel like the Justice card is saying that you have like filtered something down, like an idea. Like maybe you had an idea months ago to, do something in your life or years ago. And I feel you've been kind of crunching that idea down to make it make more sense. And I hope this makes sense, but you could be getting an opportunity this week, or, right at the beginning of September as well, I feel, where you can present that idea, or you can get started on that idea. Like I said, kickoff was like kind of the word I was getting. It's like the kickoff. I don't know. It's like you're beginning a game, right? And it just kind of like that initial burst of energy is coming through here. I hope that makes sense. With the Seven of Wands, you have the Six of Cups, which you have twice here. Yeah, I wouldn't be too guarded with a person, though. Like if you're meeting a new person, then, I feel like this is saying kind of like open up a little bit, especially with the Justice card. I always say that justice is the tennis match of love. You hit the ball to their side, they hit the ball to your side, you kind of go back and forth a little bit. The Seven of Wands can be like a little bit too cautious. The Seven of Wands, he isn't necessarily opening up, and he feels a little bit rushed. He has two different shoes on his feet. And the story of the Seven of Wands is that he had to rush out of the house when he should have taken his time. So again, I feel like for some of you, this is saying, like don't rush, take your time, but also, I kind of feel that if you meet a person this week, especially, or, like in September, I would be a little bit more open. I feel like if you're like too closed off, then this person's gonna get like pushed away, right? This person could have like fire or earth in their chart, or they could be a fire or an earth sign. Could be any sign, general reading. They could be an air sign as well. With the Queen of Pentacles, you have the Ace of Pentacles. Big opportunity. You cannot make this stuff up, because I literally was saying that on the Fool card that there's like some sort of opportunity I was feeling, even though, the Fool, he doesn't really represent an opportunity. He would more represent taking advantage of an opportunity, but like something financial is going to be presented to you this week, or, you're going to, if something isn't being presented to you, it's clearly an idea that, like I said, that you have filtered down. It's almost like I see you, it's like maybe the idea started as very scattered. It's almost like a upside down triangle is what I'm picturing in my head, like a upside down pyramid, right? And it's like I feel like you've filtered it down to something that's more specific. And if you have done that, if that message is for you, then I would definitely get started. With the Queen of Swords, you have the Devil. This reading is pretty crazy. We have like these repeating cards, like Six of Cups, and then Devil up to the Devil. The Devil could say, number one, if you were in an entanglement, obviously be careful of that person, of course. But I also feel like the Devil with the Queen of Swords would say that you're looking at your own bad habits or things that get in your way. And then we end with the Devil and the good stuff, which would kind of be like you conquering the devil, or you overcoming some sort of challenge that you've been dealing with. So, again, I actually feel like the Devil could be a good thing. It could also be a Capricorn that's coming in for you. Next, in the area of messages from your future self, you have this Golem card. It says a close friend acts on your behalf. You have this Chalice, looks like the Ace of Cups. It says rejuvenation and fulfillment. So it would be a great week for you to have some fun, or to do something fun for yourself, especially with the Six of Cups twice. I think, I've been saying all year that I think Pisces definitely needs to carve out some fun time. I feel Saturn in your sign is a little bit strict. It's a little bit like follow the rules and don't have fun, just work, right? So Saturn is in your sign for like another couple of years almost now, and I would make sure that you're carving out a little bit of fun time. It's like, yes, we need to be disciplined. Yes, we need to follow the rules and everything like that when Saturn is in Pisces, but at the same time, if we're only working, the opposite is going to happen. We're going to get dull and boring, and we're going to be confused and all that other stuff. So I would make sure to take some time for yourself. You have the King of Wands. Interestingly enough, I feel if you are attracting like a King of Wands type person, I just feel fire in their chart. So, again, whatever. It doesn't have to be a fire sign. It could just be a fiery person. But I feel like they are patient. I feel like they're willing to be patient, take their time, all that other stuff. Like, I do feel very low pressure from this person. I do feel like this person is a visionary, though. The King of Wands, he has like foresight. He is a visionary. He has visionary ideas. So again, this could be a person who has really good ideas. I almost feel like for some of you that you could be meeting a person where it's like they have the idea, you have the ability, because you're such a dreamy Pisces, to like bring it down to earth. It's like the two of you together could make a great team. So again, this could be a really good person. This could also be in business or work as well. Again, you could be like attracting a business partner, or even just a person who you bounce ideas off of. And again, it's like maybe they kind of, it could also be the opposite as well. it's like maybe you're the one with the ideas, but this person could be the person that can execute on those ideas and like really bring those ideas down to earth, right? Like really kind of make things happen. So, again, this could be like a business partner. You have the Six of Cups. Again, if this is love, I do feel it'll be very like playful and childlike. It's kind of funny because I feel like it's very, it's like very like there's a lot of fantasy, which I think is perfect for Pisces as well. So it's like it's almost like you're attracting a person who like has picked out their kids' names yet that they don't even have, and that's like always a little creepy to me. But maybe that's just me as a man, right? That's just saying that. Maybe for you ladies, maybe you love that, but. Again, I think it's like a very dreamy relationship type of person. So if you want love, there you go. You have the Fool. Again, I keep getting the word opportunity on this Fool. There's clearly some sort of big opportunity coming in for you. I see you kind of like cleaning a lot of stuff up this week as well. Remember what I was saying about kind of like filtering things down? I feel that for a lot of you as well, you could be doing a lot of organization work, or something is popping into my head here. Like let's say you have a website or something like that. Like I feel like you could be making it more organized, or even like maybe at work, maybe you're setting up some sort of organization board where you know what to do every single day or something like that. I feel like there's something about organization here. I'll talk about that all day long, so I'm going to move on. With the King of Wands, yes, you have the Ace of Wands. Yeah, like I said, I'm really happy to see this type of stuff, especially with the King and Queen of Pentacles, because, this tells me that the desire, the action, the kind of like the spiciness of that a relationship needs is going to be here. It's not going to just be all business, with the King and Queen of Pentacles. The Ace of Wands is a passionate new beginning. It's also out with the old and with the new. So again, if you were in an entanglement with a person, I kind of feel like this person makes the other person seem like a joke. So definitely a good person. You have two aces, so there clearly could be a very solid new beginning coming in for you this week as well. With the Six of Cups, you have the Five of Cups. Yeah, let go of the past. He's crying over what he had. He's not seeing the Two Cups, which, we start with the Two Cups right here. He needs to turn around and see the Two Cups. So again, I like maybe you're in a place where you feel like all relationships are the same. And if you are meeting a person, then I would say, this person is different. And especially if you can see it. I tell everyone, like, sorry, I just woke up. So I have crusties in my eyes right now, Pisces. But what I would say here is don't just trust a person, right? Look at the evidence. I think where Pisces is going to get in trouble with Neptune and Pisces until, the end of 2025, right at the beginning of 2026, it moves. But until that time, kind of like buying into the fantasy where there is no grounded reality, that will be a problem. But if you meet a person and they tell you things and they actually do those things, then that is positive evidence. Like I said, with the Justice card, tennis, right? You're going back and forth. With the Fool, you have the Three of Wands. This is going to be big, whatever this is. This right here, I feel, is like some sort of skill that you have that you're using. It could be a skill that you were born with, like I said earlier. And the Three of Wands says you are going to expand, big time with this energy. So I would definitely take advantage of any opportunities that come your way. For a lot of you, like, I'm not trying to be like clickbaity here or anything, but I literally feel this is not something that you're necessarily expecting. And again, I'm not trying to be over the top here, but I just get the intuitive feeling that this is something where it's like maybe you are on YouTube, right? And it's like maybe someone comes in and wants you to write a blog article for them or something like that. Like it's popping into my head as two totally different things. It's like you do one thing, there's something else that someone is going to want you to do, or you're going to be presented with an opportunity. It's different, but again, I think that it could be very expansive. So if you do get like a random out of nowhere type of opportunity, I would do it, whatever it is. You have this moon mastery. It says the law of attraction. You have this talk to the moon. It says communicate on it. Probably why I couldn't sleep last night and I got up late is because of the full moon. You might be watching this after the full moon, obviously, but I think that it could be a great time for you to attract whatever it is that you want and desire into your life. You have the Devil. One thing I will say about the Devil is that these two people have these animal horns on their heads, and the animal horns represents their baser instincts. And, sometimes I feel that the Devil can say, we are having this like root chakra creative experience. We're experiencing something or like wanting to create something. But the Devil can say, you need to set yourself free by taking that energy, bringing it up to your head and expressing something out into the world. And what do you know? We have like root chakra energy right here. So it's like you clearly, and the King of Wands, right? So even if we take love out of this reading, we could say that the reading itself is encouraging you to like create something or get into a creative place, or to launch something, have the kickoff, right? Start something creative, and I think that would be very helpful for you. You have the King of Pentacles. It's like finally making progress is what I feel. Especially if things have been slow. I think that for many years now, Pisces, you have done things, and it's like maybe you see other people doing the same thing, and those other people make a ton of progress. I think your progress is like very different. It's like things don't happen for you, or things happen very slowly. It's like maybe all your friends are getting married and you're not, right? But maybe you do the same things. Or maybe you start a business and your friends start a business, like theirs takes off, you do more work and you do different stuff, but yours goes nowhere. It's like those are the types of things that I think Pisces has been kind of like experiencing. I think moving forward from this point, what Pisces is going to experience is progress. And I also think that you are going to see like the benefits of things coming harder to you. And they say easy come, easy go. So I think because you've had to like learn more, do more, the Knight of Pentacles is saying actually your results are going to be like longer, better, because you had to work harder. You have the Justice card. Again, tennis match. I would just pay attention to the equal give and take back and forth this week. So let's see. I'm dropping cards. So I dropped the World. I'm not going to pick it up. But you have the Moon in the World, and the Moon can be your card. So this is you. I also think that the Moon and the good stuff can say that you're gaining clarity on your situation. With the World, you definitely could be attracting a Capricorn or someone with Capricorn in their chart. With the Knight of Pentacles, you have the Hierophant. The Hierophant is really saying that you're doing things in your own way. I think the Knight of Pentacles is really also saying that as well. The Hierophant is kind of like inside the box thinking, and I feel like Pisces is outside the box. The King of Wands is also a little bit of outside the box thinking. He's a visionary. He does things in his own way, and so I think that's where you're making progress, is that you are making things, you are doing things kind of in your own way. I think that Pisces deals with like abstract ideas, and it's like sometimes us Pisces, right, we deal with such abstract ideas that people don't really understand our crazy Neptune abstract ideas. So it's like our job to be the translators and to filter those things down, as I was saying, and to turn them into things that make sense. So again, I kind of feel like you are the Hierophant. I think that you are about to be teaching people or showing people kind of like what you're made of. With the Justice card, you have the Three of Swords. Yeah, if you're attracting love, I feel like you're attracting a person who kind of like heals your heart, or who kind of makes you feel better about your life. So again, this could be like a healing connection that's coming in for you. You have this Sun card. Again, another Sun card. It says happiness and well-being on it. So clearly this is going to be a good week. You have this June card and this Needle and Thread. It says a sincere wish will be granted. So maybe you made a wish or you started something in June, and this month, maybe this end of August or September, that wish can be granted. You have this Seahorse. It says family matters on it. I feel like a lot of you are thinking about having a family. Not all of you, obviously, but 10 of Pentacles, 6 of Cups twice. A lot of you could be thinking like, oh, I want to have children, or, I want to have family, or you could just be spending time with family. You have this Shark. It says take care, there will be loss of material wealth. Again, I think Pisces will get this card for the next 10 years or so, because I think you just need to keep an eye on your finances and like don't spend like crazy. You have this Firecracker card. It says excitement on it. Clearly a lot of excitement, but Firecracker, again, I said kickoff at the beginning of the reading. It's like this is the kickoff, or I don't know what word to use, but it's kind of like the beginning of something great. And I think that's what's coming in for you this week, Pisces. This looks amazing. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your week.